Right now, we're going to take you live to Sault Ste. Marie, Northern Ontario, where Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is making a campaign announcement. We'll listen in live.
Last night's rally, you only mentioned steel in passing. This is a steel town. Tariffs are a serious issue for both the workers, the steel workers, and the community overall. We're also a border town. We've had traditionally great relationships with our American neighbors. What is your plan to deal with the tariffs and help the steel industry prosper in Canada and return good relationships with our American neighbors? And if you could answer in English and French for my French colleagues, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. A very important question. I did mention steel yesterday in my remarks, and obviously the steel industry is under attack. This is an area where Mr. Trump and Mr. Carney agree. They both want to tax Canadian steel. Trump with tariffs, Carney with carbon taxes. Mr. Carney has said he's admitted that he wants an expanded industrial carbon tax. And when asked who would pay it, he specifically said the steel industry would pay it. If the Liberal carbon tax is allowed to stay in place and quadruple in size over the next 4 years, as the law has set out, there will be no steel industry left in Canada. Obviously Algoma, but there's also Dofasco, Stelco, Evraz, Gardeau, and many others that will shut down and go south, where there is no carbon tax and where they would be free from American tariffs. So our plan to start with is to axe the entire carbon tax, including the industrial tax that Mr. Carney says he wants to keep in place. We will also put in place counter-tariffs on the Americans to dissuade and deter their protectionism against our steel products. We will cut taxes on investment, allowing Canadians to pay zero capital gains tax when they reinvest in Canada. This will unlock a boom. It will be like jet fuel for the Canadian economy. And industries that are investment intensive like steel will be among the greatest beneficiaries. We're going to bring home, by the way, we're also the only party that supports building pipelines. We are going to repeal the No New Pipelines Liberal Law C-69 and build Canadian pipelines with Canadian steel to get Canadian energy to Canadian markets. We will build LNG plants that also require massive amounts of steel, and we will make that domestic Canadian steel. That's how we're going to protect the jobs of the great steel workers of the Soo, of Hamilton, of Regina, and right across this country. Our people are made of steel, and our economy will be as well. Let's put Canada first for a change. Thank you.
En français.
Merci beaucoup. Tout d'abord, comme j'ai dit hier, je suis un grand supporter de l'industrie de l'acier. L'une des choses sur lesquelles M. Carney et M. Trump sont d'accord, c'est les deux veulent mettre des taxes sur l'acier canadien. M. Trump avec des tarifs, M. Carney avec des taxes carbone. Moi, je veux ni l'un ni l'autre. Je vais éliminer la taxe carbone industrielle libérale. Je vais enlever la taxe sur les gains en capital pour ceux et celles qui réinvestissent leurs gains ici au Canada. Ça va causer un boom dans l'investissement ici au Canada. On va aussi approuver des pipelines, des usines de gaz naturel en abrogeant la loi libérale C-69 pour permettre davantage de production de ces industries utilisant l'acier canadien. Et finalement, on va riposter contre les tarifs américains pour nous assurer qu'ils sont dissuadés de continuer avec une guerre tarifaire. C'est comme ça qu'on va protéger notre propre industrie. Après les décennies perdues des libéraux, on ne peut pas payer le prix d'un quatrième mandat. Il nous faut un nouveau gouvernement avec un vrai changement qui va couper les taxes et ramener la production ici, chez nous. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Next question.
Greg McGrath, Gaudy, Sault today.
Yes, sir.
Opioid crisis obviously is a problem across the country, but I know here in Sault Ste. Marie, last year there were at least 2 quarters where Sault Ste. Marie led Ontario in the death rate for opioid overdoses. I'm just wondering, since your party mentioned it's going to help 50,000 people recover, how is that going to roll out, particularly in smaller or more remote communities like Sault Ste. Marie? Are you going to support people to recover inside of their communities? What kind of supports are you going to bring to these communities?
Yes, very good question. As you correctly pointed out, our platform is to fund 50,000 treatment spaces over the next 4 years. We've lost 50,000 people to overdoses. So in honor of those we've lost, we want to treat the same number of people. We are going to fund treatment facilities with a proven track record of getting people off drugs. And we're going to use a new pay-for-performance model. So instead of just having organizations fill out application forms, get grants, and then file the paperwork to tell us what they did later on, what we will do is pay organizations that successfully get addicts drug-free through verified drug testing and confirmation after the fact. We'll pay a higher fee to organizations that help tougher cases, and obviously a more modest fee for addictions treatment that is less severe, for a less severe case. So think about organizations like the Oak Centre in Winnipeg, Harvest House in Ottawa and in Moncton, or countless others like them. What they do is they take people off the streets, they give them treatment, they give them detox, counseling, group therapy, physical exercise.
All right, we've been listening to Conservative Leader Pierre Poilievre. He's campaigning this morning in Sault Ste. Marie. Of course, it's a steel town. It's a border town. Talking about his plan for the steel industry, of course, in Canada, trying to protect it. Saying, again, he will eliminate the entire carbon tax and also, deter U.S. protectionism on steel products from Canada.